wà lóyún bí obìnrin rọ́pọ̀ nípò ààrẹ ní rè bá sọ tó bá rè pé òrò bẹ́ẹ̀ lè rè ètò sọ fún àní kí ká má jẹjẹkújẹ ká má mùmúkùmù tẹ bá pẹ́ tí ìbá ṣe gbogbo wá sọ́dọ̀ gómìnà bí wọn ìlú ọ̀tí máa sọ fún mi ta agbe gbọ́bàdé lè wò agbe aláàfin ìràjò kọ́mọdé lè wò agbe gbọ́bàdé pé ìwọ̀n bá tó ṣe ó tó gẹ̀rù ìdílé máa lọlé. dábàá wọn lọ.
And a very good morning and welcome to Koikimedia. It is 4 a.m., the last day of the month of January, as we continue the campaign for the Yoruba nation, as we continue the quest for the reason why the Yoruba people must exit the shithole country you all call Nigeria. A country that cannot protect the children, a country that cannot protect the adult, a country that cannot protect itself against the Fulani terrorist attack. As I continue to give update on what is happening in Ekiti, we'll also continue with our campaign for Yoruba Nation. Ǹjẹ́ gbogbo wa àti fèlì àwọn ọmọ wa, mo kí àtó bí mi lọ́mọ ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa, as we are still continue with the setup. We still have a few more platforms to set up quickly so that we can then go straight into the program. Ẹ bá wa pín ètò tẹ́ bá ti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa níbikíbi tí olúkálùkù wa wà. Orúkọ tèmi ni OLAYOMI KOIKI tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí Koikimedia. Let's take from the late legend Chief Bola Ige that was killed during the regime of the former president Olusegun Obasanjo till date. Nobody knows how, what happened, kí ló pa, ibo inquiries dé látijọ́ tí àti dáyé ní gbogbo àgbáyé bí yàn bá kú ní ìlú kan wọ́n máa make inquiry, but it's not in Nigeria. When you die, that is the end of it. As we all continue to monitor what is happening in Ibadan, the bomb blast, BTT Wakati, ó ti pé ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì, no update. Ikú Mohbad, no update. Dele Giwa, no update. Jumoke Oyeleke, no update. Anyanwala Bamiṣe, no update. So many cases like that ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú Nigeria tí àìtí mọ̀ kí ló pa wọ́n, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan. Gbogbo n tó kàn sọ fún wa ni pé wọ́n ń ṣe inquiries. 402 mo kí àwa David, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́tí ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ pé ètò àṣẹfẹ́wọ̀ náà ní àìtí dé.
Àwọn jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ wa tí wọ́n ní iṣẹ́ dáadáa lọ́wọ́ tó jẹ́ pé inú wa sì dùn wípé Ọlọ́run bùkún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ti bá ọkọ wọn dá májẹ̀mú wípé ní agbára Ọlọ́run by 2080 òmìnira máa dé fún ẹ̀ka òmìnira. Èyí sì mọ̀ dájú wípé Ọlọ́run Oòduà, Ọlọ́run Ọ̀rànmíyàn, Ọlọ́run Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀, Ọlọ́run Adékúnlé Ajáṣin, amúwadé ilẹ̀ tuntun náà níbi tí ẹ̀gbin, ìyà àti ìrẹ́jẹ kò ní sí fún ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjìlé mọ́. Tàbá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ilẹ̀ ìlérí tí a fẹ́ lọ yìí. Àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ òye wọ́n máa kú bí egbére. Lójú àwọn egbére tí mò ń wí, ó dàbí ẹni pé ohun ẹ̀yẹ ni kí ènìyàn máa wà ní ẹ̀gbin, lúùyà, lúùrẹ́jẹ. A bá sì fojú wo, kì í ṣe àwọn Yorùbá nìkan ni ìyà ń jẹ ní Nàìjíríà. Bí Yorùbá ti pọ̀ wọ́n ní àrùn tó ń ṣe ogójì náà ló ń ṣọ̀ọ́dún. Ohun tó ń ṣe agbáyadé kọ́ o.
And that is exactly what has happened in the last couple of days in the southwest of Nigeria. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. I say good morning and welcome. We hopefully have about 2 hours before the programs, this morning at the early hours. Like I always say, I don't have a specific time that I come out. You set up your notification or you probably watch the repeat program.
ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ tilẹ̀ tó kọ́ ẹ̀mí àbọ̀ ẹ̀bá nǹkan wọn Adéyẹmọ Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho orúkọ ńlá tí ń jámọ́ jábí àrá orúkọ tó ń dẹ́rù bó lórúkọ gan-an ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má sùn o torí pé kòrà àpòlè fojúkẹ́ gbòdò láyé títa ríro lẹ̀dá ń pẹ̀lá wúrà tó máa dán alànà kọjá dandan o ọ̀wọ́n ẹ̀rín ní má bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ̀nà ẹ̀dá kan lè ṣì wá lọ́nà mọ́ ẹjẹ́ àtìmọ̀ṣọ́ kan ká lè débi rẹ̀ ẹjẹ́ àjọ pẹ́rùkù ti Sunday Ìgbòho ṣá ọmọ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ nílùú Alágbàdo Òde ọmọ Atapẹ̀tẹ̀ wọnú omi ọmọ tètè wodò sànyà ìsànyà ò rẹ́ràn bàbá yín láàrin ìdí omi kò sí náà ń kán sí yín lẹ́nu ọmọ òkúta mẹ́ta òkè Ìgbòho ìkan ń ṣe yín ní dábàdàbọ̀ ìkan ní mọ́ rọra ìkan tó kù nígbà tí wọ́n mọ̀ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ kí ló dé Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ sí ọmọ òpópó sánrán ìgbàgede Ìgbòho sùn wọn láláìsí bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn ní kò ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó máa kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀sìn òní bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ bẹ́sẹ̀ bá bímọ méjì ní ayé ọ̀kọ̀ṣẹ́ ọ̀kọ̀tẹ̀ ọ̀kọ̀tọ̀kù ní gbogbo ayé tí ránṣọ kiri gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá Sunday Igboho onírẹ̀lẹ̀ láéláé torí àgbà lásán lè bá ń dá òkúta ò ṣe pé fún wọn o ìmọ̀ràn lásán ní ti balùwẹ̀ bọ́bọ́ sì kú gbọ́dọ̀dọ̀ láyé ń bí ókun díẹ̀ kí tó domi láéláé náà ilé domi Sunday Igboho arógun má ti bí tó ń jà fẹ́tọ̀ Yorùbá ní tilé tó kó.
Àbọ̀rú àbọ̀yè mo kí gbogbo àwa tí a ti ń darapọ̀ lọ́tún lọ́sì sí orí ètò náà mo kí ní Southwest mo kí ní gbogbo àgbáyé mo kí globally. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI and I'm also one as many of those Yoruba people that say enough is enough but àwọn kan ṣì ń play politics ibi tí a ti ń sọ pé ká pull out kúrò nínú ìlú tí ó ti àlákà. We continue to monitor those in Cairo as the report is still not very good, but we pray that the federal government will intervene in the situation in Cairo. Let's play the anthem. We have 2 hours to discuss again reasons why we need to exit Nigeria. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá mi ẹ̀yin ìyá wa tí gbogbo wa tí a jọ ń ṣe ètò náà bí a ṣe ń kíra wa pé a kú ojúmọ́ nítorí pé ní wákàtí ojúmọ́ kẹ́rẹ́kẹ́ náà ni. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn medias wa tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́tùn lósì láti fi máa rán wa létí pé Yoruba Nation campaign is not dead yet. Yoruba Nation campaign kódà ó yẹ kó tó wá túbọ̀ gbòòrò sí gẹ́gẹ́ bí gbogbo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n rántí pé ìlú Èkìtì ni a ti ṣe léyìí fẹ̀yìntì ẹ bá ti gbàgbé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ǹjẹ́ àwọn ọmọ Èkìtì ǹjẹ́ ti ṣe tán láti bọ́ kúrò nínú oko ẹrú àbẹ̀ṣe ń play politics pẹ̀lú láìfi yín. Let's just listen to this. To this particular, let's take one more time. Èyí tí ó gbé Yorùbá Nation dé ìlú Èkìtì nìyẹn. Nígbà tá a débẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Èkìtì ló dẹ̀ gbà pé kí Yorùbá bọ́ kúrò nínú oko ẹrú. Mo kí bàbá wa Kúnlé Ṣítà, mo kí bàbá wa Waris Jinadu, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin listeners wa ní gbogbo àgbáyé, bàbá wa Báfẹ́mi Go, mo kí wa pé we failed the children. àwa tí a pera wa ní ọmọ Yorùbá, we actually failed all the children in the Southwest, and we can only pray that things will resolve itself quickly so that we can get the hell out of Nigeria. Coming out of Nigeria is not difficult. Láti jáde kúrò nínú Nigeria kò ń ṣe tó le rárá, but àwọn tí à ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ nílé, they are confused in regard to whether politics ní ká máa ṣe. I won't have the time in between to maki láàrin méjì. They are confused individuals. They don't even know what they want. Wọ́n play politics nítorí pé politics náà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá là ń play most of the time. But ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ nísìn is far beyond politics. It is way, way beyond politics. Because about many messages, sometimes some of them are very urgent that I need to respond to. And play politics. Alafian Mawasa, Mr. Ola Dele Timi. Moki our Faith David. Moki Wawenti and rescue most of the time when I come out and I say I need support. I wonder people think that them way supporting is very, very important, especially talking shit blogging platform. We don't copy videos. When things happen, we travel down to the location. Moki sister Tokwe, and we love bail you out lano. Tí ẹ fi rí gbogbo tẹ́ ń rí wò àti ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátókè. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátókè lives in Nigeria, and in the last 3 years, he has not stopped sending money to the platform. I'm not going to say how much he sent, but in 3 years, even though he's far away in Nigeria, he's not a politician. It's just an ordinary, average person like myself and you that believe that in Relatibo, we appreciate every one of you, but I just have to appreciate him because owó tó fi ránṣẹ́ sí mi ní ìjẹta òun la kọ́kọ́ fi send sílé sáwọn ọmọ wa tí wọ́n lè fi rìnrìn àjò kó tó di pé sister Tọ́pẹ́ náà bail wa out. It is very easy for those of us outside Nigeria tó bá yẹ pé ẹ̀ ń dúró de BBC Yoruba láti máa gba reporting. There's nothing wrong in that. It is still a news network. But the news platform tó sọ pé Yoruba Nation lòun gbé dání, ibẹ̀ ló yẹ ká invest owó wa sí tó pọ̀ jù so that we can be able to do much. And we are going to be doing much this year. I can assure us that. We're setting up very well, not just in Nigeria. We're also setting up outside the country so that we can be able to do more. As I continue to speak to my journalist colleagues in UK and around the world, so that we can continue to highlight the danger tower anyway, because most of them doesn't know the kind of danger we are in. But the world is a very busy place, and the least place the journalists are worried about is Nigeria. And I'm being honest here now. The least place to any journalist, because there's so many other news that is very, very important and crucial that they want to talk about, mostly in the Middle East. As of yesterday, there's a lot of American flights, reconnaissance flight, that is moving in the last 24 hours. So by tomorrow or in the next couple of days, there might be a place that America might hit, or they might hit it very hard, especially after they lost 3 of their soldiers in Jordan. I'm just keeping up to date with what is happening around the world. So there is likely to be a very big hit. Nobody knows where hit Yemawaye. It could be Iran, Iraq, Syria, but it's going to happen. And it's going to be very, very tough. The response back from Iran is what we don't know, if that happened. So if anybody is waiting for journalists, go focus in resources once in Africa, it is not going to happen. So this is where we need to come up to another platform like ours and many like that are ready to serve and bring us up to date. Without resources, there's a limited to what our team can do. Within the next, it's already 20 minutes past 5 as I speak right now in Nigeria. So in the next 3 hours, our team will also be live again in Agege pẹ̀lú àwọn team wa tí wọ́n fi ṣèrántí àwọn èèyàn wa tó ṣaláìsí nínú ìrìn àjò Yorùbá Nation. Àwọn t'Agege, I want to see if I can pull out that as well. So that is coming up today. We remember those that have died. We remember those that are still alive, and we pray that God continue to protect our loved ones and those that have passed on. Trying to see if I can pull that out. On the 10th, which is the next 10 days, the Yoruba Youth website will be launched as well. In 4 years, hopefully in the last 4 years, it has been a lot of work, but the work is not yet done until we all get involved. It could be next year, it could be 3 years time, it could be 10 years time. I don't know, depending on how serious Gbogbo Yoruba tí wọ́n náà wọ́n fi kúrò nínú Nigeria. Mo kí bàbá wa Ọmọdámiláre ẹ káàárọ̀ sà. Ìyẹn ló máa determine that we will then look for our own ways to fund this platform in terms of however we decide to fund it. But temporarily, the funding is very, very limited. Extreme Koda, it looks like it's very, very limited because I've seen what I'm looking for. So I'm going to change the background. I will mention the names of the ones on the flyer for the benefit of our tí wọ́n gbọ́ wa láàárọ̀ yìí. So láàárọ̀ yìí, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn Agége. I haven't given them any money. I will not pull it out together, but they should not be paying for a media like ours to come and give them a coverage. No other media will give them those kind of coverage. So I've pulled 2 Koikimedia team that will be traveling to give them the coverage that is needed. There will be live transmission, and there will also be interviews. We will be watching that for the benefit of our Tia Wanita. Let's see if you can mention those names quickly. Adogonwa Lara Ontan Soy, Tafisha Hotel Lini. Just about a couple of days ago, Ashenoti Yawa Yeyelufe, Mrs. Abiodun Taiwo, very active, very hardworking, and very supportive in this movement. But she died last year. Kobele Dumare Kojo, Koforijun. Also, gbogbo ala rántí ikú tó pa brother wa Adogan. Adogan died in the process of protecting our own hero. Ìyẹn bàbá wa CSI. Ṣé mọ̀ pé inú àdògán náà wà nígbà táwọn DSS dé? Ṣé mọ̀ pé ó jẹ́ kínú máa bí wa gan nísìn ju ti tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ? But we try to kó má rà pa kàn jáde ìyẹn kàn sọ̀rọ̀, especially a platform like myself. I always get at least, one kind of advice before I go live, especially from my mom. And everybody knows the kind of love I have for her. My wife also, as I was about to go live, would also advise me to be very careful, especially of my utterances at this particular time. If anybody thinks that people like us will die anytime soon, kakakaku àwa náà máa ra ikú yẹn ara padà. So intangbedani afadile. Intangbedani. Àwọn iṣẹ́ àwọn bàbá kan tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé wọn tó ti fáyé tí wọ́n báyé tí wá jẹ́. We could be outside the country, but we will deal with Nigeria. I can assure us that. We will deal with Nigeria. We will use all available means to deal with Nigeria. And one of them is the media. Because media gone, ló máa deal pẹ̀lú Nigeria. Media tàgbé dání, òun ló máa deal pẹ̀lú Nigeria. Baba wa Alhaji Fatai also got killed on the 1st of July 2021. Àwọn ará mọ́tò wọ́n wá fi iyọ̀ fún lóyè Ìgbòho. At least this individual that I'm mentioning, mo dúpẹ́ pé mo lọ́lé, and I felt them, I feel them. Tó bá yẹ pé mo lọ Nigeria in the last 3 years, pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí mo gbé dání, I will be so pained. Ojoojúmọ́ màmá larí mọ́ nǹkan ṣá ni. But mo dúpẹ́ pé mo lọ́lé at the appropriate time. I know many people are calling me, Koiki má wálé, mo bẹ̀, mo forí yẹ bẹ̀, mo ṣe kinní kan bẹ̀. Even if I'm coming home, nobody will know. Ẹ̀kan lọmọkùnrin kú. My wife doesn't like those kind of statements. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bẹ̀rù kú, ọba méjì, mo believe àwọn ọba yẹn wọ́n sacrifice ara wọn. It will be very sad kí terrorist kó mú ọba kó wá display. Inter-America hate jù nìyẹn pé kí terrorist kidnap sójà wọn. Kọ́wá máa ẹ mọ̀ kó wọn pa sójà America tó bá kidnap wọn because asset ni wọ́n. Wọ́n pa wọn. Asset ni wọ́n. So I believe those two kings, àwọn bàbá wa tá à ń sọ yìí, I want to be mentioning their names so that ká má kọ́ máa pè wọ́n ní because wọ́n orúkọ dẹ̀ la fi ń pe ọba aládé kọbẹ̀lẹ́ Èdùmàrè kó bá wa foríjì wọn. Àwọn balẹ̀ méjèèjì tí wọ́n ṣaláìsí, the Onímọ̀jọ of Ìmọ̀jọ Èkìtì, ọba Látúnjí Olúṣọlá, àti bàbá wa Ẹlẹ́sùn of Ẹ̀sùn Èkìtì, ọba Babátúndé Ògúnṣọlá. Kàkà kílẹ̀ kú ilẹ̀ àṣà òun ló fi ṣe. I think that's what happened. Bí abi táwọn yẹn ti fẹ́ mú wọn pé wọ́n máa fà wọ́n nígbó, they refused to allow such to happen. So ọ̀pá wọn. Àwọn tó fẹ́ mú wọn náà mọ̀ pé asset ni wọ́n because wọ́n ti rí ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ tó wà lára wọn because kò sí bọ́ bá ṣe fẹ́ jáde, even the least wá sì dé fìlà wá dẹ̀ mú ọ̀pá dání. So they knew the importance of these two people. So some of you tí ẹ̀ ń rò pé a kàn ń ṣeré lórí social media, lọ́kàn tí ń yẹn, àwọ̀ ṣeré o. We are very serious, extremely serious to liberate our people. It will take some time. Look, I have family in Nigeria. I pray that they don't get caught up along the line. Tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀, there's nothing we can do. Because Tinubu wà ní France, Nigeria ń gbóná lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. I don't know what the strategy is putting out in France. He has left the security for Shetima. The country is in a complete, total chaos. On a daily basis, we can all see and we can all feel and we can all witness it. But we're living in denial in the hope that nothing is going to happen. But mewa ma ṣẹlẹ̀ in the Nigeria that many of you are trying to say that ẹnu ti wá rùn, báwo kì í ṣe jí oyin, àdẹ̀ ṣe àwọn prophet àtàwọn àfà, ẹ mọ̀ pé in the past, àwọn tẹ máa ń gbọ́rọ̀ lọ sí lẹ́nu yàtọ̀ sọ́ba, òun náà ni bàbá tó wé láwàní tó gbé àwọn àfábì mẹ́fà sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tó ń tú Quran. Because that is what we have listened to for a very long time as Yoruba people. Wọ́n máa tú Quran fún wa, wá káyà kan, wá tú Quran yẹn in their own direction. I use my pastor tó náà máa ní translator. And these are still happening as well, even though mo dúpẹ́ pé àwa kan náà ti dìde, àwa bí onífá báyìí àti takú ti gbogbo yín lọ́rùn pé nígbà. Because this brainwash táwọn òyìnbó kó sí wa lọ́wọ́, we will change that narrative. Mo kí brother mi Mayegun General, I was on a show yesterday as he was celebrating his 40th birthday. Ọmọ Yorùbá tàtà ni. Òun lè má lè sọ délẹ̀, gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tá gbé dání pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà ó máa dógun gbẹ̀yìn ni. Èmi mọ̀ yẹn kò sí, mọ́mísí mi máa try láti ní kí n má máa sọ, but journalist ni mí. And journalists say the fact. Kò sí tó kàn mí pé kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀. Ogun máa wọnú Nàìjíríà àfi tí a bá avoid ẹ̀. Nítorí lè avoid ẹ̀, gbogbo ẹkún ẹgbẹ́rẹ́ olórí burúkú tí House of Rep kan sun ní Èkìtì, gbogbo yẹn ò lè ràn tó wà nílẹ̀. Sentiment ló ń wá. I watched the video. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa ń sunkún nígbà tí wọ́n pa Bàmọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. I will still be very careful with my words. Mo mọ̀ tó yẹ kí n sọ lẹ́yìn ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, but màá try láti máa make sure pé mo ń dá díẹ̀ padà sẹ́yìn. Ẹ lè sọ pé irọ́ là ń pa, kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ ń fojú di àwa bíi tàwọn bàbá ti tẹ́lẹ̀. Ṣé àwọn pé mo lè wà labroad can command so many things with my media, and that's exactly what we are doing right now. We are changing the narratives, because àkọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ present fáwọn tó wà nílé pé a kì í ṣe jàǹdùkú, because in top present wa nìyẹn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tẹ present mi nìyẹn. You actually presented me as presenting me as a terrorist. I mean, is it not crazy? Pé bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ó ṣe máa wà labroad tó máa sọ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ fún wa and blah blah blah. But because irú àwọ̀ care, because we're talking about the lives of people now. Terrorists wọlé ká parí àwọn sisters wa tí a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọn lọ. Nínú ẹ̀ náà ni Adé orí òkè, ẹ lè má rántí ojú ẹ̀ mọ́. Òun ni the only person tí wọ́n yìnbọn pa ní Ọjọ́ta, èyí tí gbàgbé date, on the 9th of January. Òkú ẹ̀ wọ̀ tí gbé fún wa. Kí la wá ṣe? A náà fẹ́ kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. A jáde wá sínú Ọjọ́ta. Ọjọ́ta yìí náà ni gbogbo wọn ti protest rí. Is a rally point. But nítorí pé wọ́n rí pé lọ́kàn wọn tá bá gbèrò rally bẹ́ẹ̀ dé ilé, it will expose Babájídé Sanwó-Olú. Èmi ò ní ọ̀kan mo fẹ́ sọ fún gọ́vnà. Shall protect Lagos State. I got something that was sent yesterday as well. Ẹ kúkú mọ̀ pé mo sọ pé Lagos State is still imminent to a threat attack. And something was sent to me. I think I posted it on my Twitter timeline. Because mo fẹ́ buttress ìbẹ̀yẹn kí n tó lọ sí the next person tó wà lórí flyer yẹn. Adéoyọ̀kì kò ní kankan tó ṣe ju pé ó ní òun ò ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́, àdẹ̀jáde sí Ọjọ́ta wọ́n ọ̀tẹ̀ tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ rálì kó tó di pọlọ́pàá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yin tear gas. Ó bá tẹ̀jọ́ tear gas nìkan lọ́yìn láti fi disperse àwọn èèyàn pé ẹ máa lọ ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ìgbòho, ẹ̀yin ọmọ bàbá Akíntóyè, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Koikimedia tẹ́ fi da Nàìjíríà rú, because lọ́kàn wọn gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn náà àwa la fi da Nàìjíríà rú. Àbí tẹ̀bí ọkàn yín ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé, especially ẹ̀yin tí ẹ disagree pẹ̀lú wa, àwa la fi da Nàìjíríà rú. Ṣé Nàìjíríà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dára ẹ̀rú báyìí? Ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà kátó Nàìjíríà kókó ṣì ń exist. Wo èmi ò kúkú lówó tí mo fi fẹ́ nìkankan yàtọ̀ sáwọn tó jẹ́ immediate family mi àtàwọn tó ń bá mi ṣiṣẹ́ 25 ni wọ́n, so èmi gan ní bùkátà. Ṣé tó bá gbé bùkátà wá, ọmọ tó bá lè sanwó school ẹ fi sílẹ̀ kó wà nílé kó máa lọ tajà, orí gbogbo wa máa pé. Bọ̀bọ̀ kan wà, òótọ́ ló ń sọ, irọ́ ló ń sọ, ó wà lórí social media, lórí Twitter and X. Tíyàn bá rí fígọ̀ owó tí wọ́n jí nígbà Buhari, kò jẹ́ kíyàn máa sùn, orí máa fọ́yàn lójoojúmọ́. Owó tó jí nígbà tí Buhari àti olórí burúkú Ọ̀ṣínbàjò, gbogbo àwọn olóṣì méjèèjì tó ń pera wọn ní vice president àti president. Ìyàwó mi tẹ́ ń béèrè pé bó lọ Ọ̀ṣínbàjò wa, bó ní olórí burúkú ẹ̀ fi wà, ọmọ àlè Yorùbá níbo ló fẹ́ wà? Di pé kó máa gbádùn lọ nísìn. Ìbáwọn ti kúrò lórí oyè, Tinubu ló wà ń bẹ nísìn. This is the time táwọn náà máa ráyè náà owó tó jí. And don't think he's also an innocent man. Olóṣì lórí burúkú short man devil. Ẹni mi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, bomb bastard. I received something that was sent to me from Elemamo Omoko, because mo wà lórí Twitter mi kí n má lọ gbàgbé lé. Ṣé rántí Alain Dume, Chief Whip of Senate? Ẹ rántí kó ń pariwo, excuse me, níjẹta àbí ní last week, gbogbo àná láti máa gbọ́ news yẹn pé kí ló dé tí Tinubu fẹ́ gbé CBN padà sí Lagos State. Àṣọ olórí burúkú ọmọ tiẹ̀ náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní CBN. Alain Dume, ìyẹn Chief Whip of the Senate. The cable ló lé nísìn. Ndume ó ní yes, lóòótọ́ ọmọ mi ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú CBN, tó bá ọmọ tó ń pè ní CBN. Ìwọ̀n bẹ́ẹ̀ mi jà torí pórí ò pé èyí tó yẹ kí gbogbo akájọ sowọ́ papọ̀. Àkókò ní ká kóbọn síta àtẹ̀ níbọn. Ìbọn tá a máa fi bá federal government jà tásìkò yẹn bá tó, inú ilé ló wà o. Àṣírí lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yẹn, inú ilé ló wà. A ní láti lọ ra àlówó kankan tàbí fi ra àbọn kankan. Tásìkò bá tó, lọ́dún méjì ní ọdún mẹ́ta, gbogbo tá a máa fi bára wa jà inú Nàìjíríà ló wà. Kíyàn kan kówó kan, àmọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ẹ máa kówó kan fẹ́yàn máa lè kan fowó mi mu pepper soup. Níyẹn mọ́ nísìn. Gbogbo oúnjẹ tá a máa jẹ tíjà bá bẹ̀rẹ̀, Mr. Koiki kí la máa jẹ, ó wà ní Nàìjíríà. Tí ìlú bá dàrú, èèyàn máa wọnú supermarket ní tó bá rí wà kó. Ṣèbí gbogbo àlá máa rí tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní South Africa. So gbogbo ìta ṣe ń bára wa ṣe ní 2 years tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn, ẹ torí pé a ṣe ń warm up ni. Tá send owó. But gbogbo yẹn àìtí dé stage yẹn. A ṣe wà ní stage campaign and awareness. Ìjọ tó bá ti di gbòòs, gbogbo tá máa lò inú Nàìjíríà ló wà. Gbogbo ìtẹ́ ṣe ń sẹ́pín yẹn ìbò láti fẹ́ rà. Ìbò ni terrorist ti ń ra tiẹ̀. Ṣèbí wọ́n ń wọnú military barracks lọ́n kó jáde. Gbogbo wa kó kẹ̀lẹ̀bẹ̀ sójú, ojú ń dùn gbogbo wa. A gbọ́ pé wọ́n infiltrate military barracks tó ń kó gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde. So, but àìtí dé stage yẹn. Àdúrà kó má dé stage yẹn là ń gbà. But in tó fi ní mú dé stage yẹn ni pé gbogbo àwọn House of Rep èyí tó ń sunkún lẹ́kìtì, ẹkún pọ̀ lójú ẹ̀ ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹkún kọ́ lélẹ̀. Mo ti kí n dára ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátókè káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. This is not the time to be crying. This is the time for them to put out a communique and say, ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ̀. But wọn ò ní sọ yẹn. Lórí gbogbo wọn bó ṣe tó. Alain Dume daughter works in the CBN. Ó dẹ̀ ń ké pé Tinubu fẹ́. Ìyàwó mi wá nítorí pé bí akọ́mọ ẹ má bàa padà sí Èkó. Because tọ́mọ ẹ bá wà ní department tó ń gbé bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ó gbọ́dọ̀ relocate wá sí Èkó. But we know that people like that á tún wọ́kọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀ padà sí Àbújá. Ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ibi tí mo fi lè kọ́ nìyẹn. Bàbá kan wà lórí X, wọ́n ń pè ní 99% oppressed. Ó ní good followers. Ó dẹ̀ ní good intel. ó kọ sí orí Twitter lánàá a fi máa pè ní Twitter but ẹ mọ àwọn èèyàn wa tàbá sọ pé X ẹlòmíì ò tẹ̀ mọ́ tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ because many of our people at home are still catching up wọ́n ṣe ń catch up pẹ̀lú technology àdẹ̀dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín and it's very expensive so we appreciate most of you tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa láti Nigeria it's very very expensive mo káwọn tó wà lórí Mixlr ó ní ó show picture Olóyè Ìgbòho Sunday Mokin ó wá sọ pé he stood and fought for his people against Fulani terrorist invasion of their father's land. But alas, his people betrayed him for 30 pieces of silver. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ló betray Olóyè Ìgbòho. But we know that some people betrayed him. Now, Sunday Igboho is having the last laugh. Those who betrayed him are crying bitterly. This is not the time to muck around. At any disagreement, politics. This is the time that we all come together now and pull as one, even if our differences are not the same. Even if our differences, because our belief in self-determination, and we believe in the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But it is time that we come across in one junction. Look, so Taban Sofin one ship party Nigeria. Look, every weekend launch a party in Loibo. But Orotowa and Le Conshoro party, Orotowa and Le Orokwe, the future wa kila fe gain in Nigeria. Because concern Tawanikwe, yes. I don't believe that Tinubu has anything to offer, but Ensoponi kan láti offer, fair enough. But tó bá lọ ṣe ń ta fẹ́ yẹn, ṣé mọ̀ pé ó máa jẹ́ ìbànújẹ́ fẹ́yìn náà. Irú àwa nísìn tó bá ṣe màá máa bínú ni. Tí Tinubu bá pín Nàìjíríà kí mo fi máa bínú fún ìbí nǹkan tí mo wá náà nìyẹn. Ṣé rí pé irú èmi nísìn mi wà láàrin méjì níbi tó yẹ pé I am happy níbi tí mi wà because I don't trust him, I don't believe him, and he's a very dangerous man. Ìyẹn làwọn èèyàn ṣe ń sọ pé ká má wálé, especially mi àti Olóyè Ìgbòho ká jókòó sí abroad. But like I said, èmi ti ra ticket tèmi, mò ń bọ̀ nílé o. That's what I will say. Tolóyè, I cannot confirm that. But èmi ń bọ̀. But I know many of you are calling us every day. Ibi tí mo ṣe pé lóko nìyẹn. I posted it yesterday. Moripologun Dudu ti release the audio. Again, just to update, dollar to the 1,509 naira 278. Ni $1 see naira 1,509.278. Now, the man like it practical to that in sorrow. Dollar see femu. Money then to ban in naira in London. That be my job. Money the naira kekere can fi kun naira because naira won me of a car or dollar mobile. So dollar yo kan 80 ma fi ṣe ní Nigeria ni ó jùlọ díẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bí abi 10 naira. So 1,005 lele òun ló máa fún mi ní $1. So tí bá wá fẹ́ rà ó máa jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Pounds ìyẹn ti lọ sí 1,800. So tá bá rẹ̀ tó ní dollar àmì náírà nílé mo lè fún yín ládírẹ́sì ibi tẹ́ máa send ẹ̀ sí ẹ pè mí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wà ní London. So that kémi náà kọ́ to ní extra díẹ̀ sí kakọ́ máa fi ṣe display ni. Euro is 1,500. Canadian dollar òun ṣì wà ní 1,096. Bí Tinubu ṣe fẹ́ ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó máa fi reduce the pressure naira àti dollar, I don't know. But gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni gbogbo àjọ ń wò lọ́tùn lósì. We are praying for him. I'm praying for him. Because lóòótọ́ a lè sọ pé a disagree pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ kakọ́ máa fi ṣe kò sí nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ Èdùmàrè lè ṣe ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá mo cite karùn Ọlọ́run lè lò kó yé ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ padà. It has happened before. History can always repeat itself, and history is already repeating itself anyway. Ẹ bá lọ sí East Timor, mo ti ṣe program multiple times. 2002 ni wọ́n gba independent wọn. 30 years ni wọ́n fi jà. Wọ́n ní Canadian dollar is even 1,100. Difference there náà ni 1,960 ni mo sọ, so 4 naira difference. So, and it's not going to end. Ongun kìí sí lójoojúmọ́ ni, so the price will always change on a daily basis. Tábà máa fi wo price ìtàárọ̀ nísìnyí. And before we go further away from there, because ibi tí mo fi lò gangan mo ti lò, let's just slot this in. Not this one. I received this. Ṣé mi lè sọ pé mo fẹ́ gbógun wá? Èmi kọ́ máa gbógun wá mọ́ nísìnyí. Èyí tó máa gbógun wọ Nàìjíríà. Àwọn ọmọ wa tó kidnap. Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí gbogbo ilé tí mo ṣe ń parabolate more than what time, and I only have 2 hours. Aago mẹ́fà ni máa end broadcasting because àwọn ọmọ lọ sí school, so èmi ti jí, èmi ni bàbá nulẹ̀, ìyàwó mi ṣì ń sùn, èmi ti wà awake. So lágbára Ọlọ́run, I only have about 1 hour 15 minutes from program here. Ẹ jagun kan tala yé sọ.
Àtúrọ̀ mọ́ pure water báyìí, pé kó lọ́ra pure water ma. Pure water ń sìn ó ti di méjì, báàgì méjì, 500. Kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀? Èwo ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí? Kí ló tún kọ pure water omi ta fi dáná? Omi ta fi dáná. Kí ló dé pé gbogbo nǹkan báyìí ìnira ti pọ̀ jù? Ìnira pọ̀ jù Lagos State yìí, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Nígbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ ta pure water láti inú mọ́tò méjì 500, méjì báàgì méjì 500 láti inú mọ́tò. Àwọn tó máa tún ta kọ́lé ló máa tà. Kí ló pé ìnira pọ̀ jù ní Nàìjíríà, ìnira ti pọ̀ jù. Àti Buhari ti bọ́lẹ̀ báyìí ni Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ, ló ti gbé ìfẹ́ lọ.
Did you hear that statement? Nígbà tí mo rí fídíò, I am not surprised. Ó ní àtìgbà tí Buhari ti lọ, Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù lọ. Ṣé rí ibi tí a categorize Nàìjíríà sí? Ìgbà tí Buhari tèmi ṣépè fún, Buhari olórí burúkú tó fẹ́ pa Ìgbòho sínú ilé, Buhari tó fẹ́ pa Nnamdi Kanu, Buhari tó fẹ́ pa Ọmọyẹlé Sowore, Buhari tó bà ẹkọ́nọ́mì ilẹ̀ Yorùbá jẹ́, Buhari tó sọ wá di ẹni tí a fi ń sọ pé wọ́n kidnap àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké. Ó rà pé ẹ̀mọ́ ìjà àwọn ọmọ tó kidnap yẹn. Ṣé mọ̀ pé kò tẹ̀yẹ ká máa sùn ṣá? Ó yẹ kí gbogbo aráàlú wà nínú igbó ká máa wá àwọn ọmọ yẹn. Àwọn ọmọ 2 to 4 years old lọ pé wọn. Ọlọ́run ló mọ irú stress tó ti kọ́ àwọn ọmọ yẹn sí. Buhari yẹn nìyẹn kan wá sọ pé Buhari ti gbé love lọ. Ta ló wá gbé love wá?
Ìnira yìí ti pọ̀ ju epo wọn àsọ̀rọ̀, gàrí wọn àsọ̀rọ̀, gbogbo nǹkan wọn àsọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé bí ọ̀tà omi dáàmú lẹ́tún jẹ́ kó wọ́n omi tó so omi tó lọ́hùn dà tó ń ṣe pé bóyá pé kínní òun lẹ́tún jẹ́ kó wọ́n. Ibo la ń lọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà, ibo la ń lọ báyìí? Ibo la ń lọ? Tó bá yẹ pé ogun la máa jà tí gbogbo wèrè yìí máa fi sọ́ọ̀fù, tó bá yẹ pé ogun la máa jà tí gbogbo ìyà tí àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù ń jẹ yìí láti ní jẹ mọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká kúkú jagun, ẹ tó bá máa kú kó kú, ẹ tó bá máa.
Ṣé mọ̀ pọ́rọ̀ bí ogun èmi láìkẹ́? Statement yẹn ni mo fi máa gbọ́ lẹ́nu yín nísìn. Àìtí ìjagun ẹ máa prepare pé ó ṣeé ṣe, probability wà pé tó bá máa jẹ́ o. Ṣé rí èyí tẹ máa sọ fún yẹn Ọlọ́run má jà jagun, Ọlọ́run á ti wà nù ogun rẹ̀ dì. Ṣé rí statement yẹn ó ń rù sí tí àwa kẹ máa sọ pé yẹn Ọlọ́run má jà jagun, Ọlọ́run má jà jagun. Wọ́n pọ̀ ọba méjì bí àṣà masbi náà tó sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá. Ṣé ẹ̀sìn rò pé ó dìgbà tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ok wọ́n ju bọ́ǹbù sí Ìbàdàn. So this statement that Ọlọ́run ní jà arógun, kí la mean by that? Ọlọ́run ní jà arógun. Ogun ebi ń pa wá, kò sí security, kò sí healthcare, kò sí welfare. Náírà ó ti dà kó bá sí àdábá. N bá send £100 yàn lálẹ́ nísìn láàárọ̀ ibi tí ilẹ̀ ṣúdẹ̀ yìí tó wọ́n fi di next week ẹni àti wá bá mi padà. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àti gbalé ní Ìbàdàn 3 bedroom 400,000 agent dem máa gba 40%. ẹ wá ní káwọn èèyàn gbélé gidi. That is why people are living in face me, I face you, slap me, I slap you. 3 bedroom flat ní Ìbàdàn is 400,000. This is something that somebody brought to my attention pé àwọn agent ń gba 40%. Whatever the house price, àwọn máa gba 40%. So by the time you look at the whole total package, ó ti ń lọ sí 500,000. Ẹ wá náà àwọn èèyàn ṣe ritual. I don't condone it. Ẹ wá náà àwọn èèyàn para wọn. Ṣé a ní ilẹ̀ láti fi kọ́ ilé rẹpẹtẹ tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì máa wá máa sublet as a package fún gbogbo aráàlú? Kò ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn lórí láti kọ́ ilé. Gbogbo àwa tá à ń gbé ní Europe kọ́ láàrá lé o. À ń rent ni o. And we rent sometimes for up to as long as ta fi wà nílùú yìí. Not everybody has a mortgage. Ẹni tó bá ní is a privilege. Kọ́lọ̀ má jẹ́ kó kúrò lọ́wọ́ wọn. Torí pé tíṣẹ́ bá lọ bọ́. A lot of people have bought house, they've lost it, and they've bought it again. But in Nigeria, ìdí everybody ṣe fẹ́ kọ́lé ara ẹ̀ ni pé the rent is about 500,000. Ní Ìbàdàn ni mò ń sọ yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ up to last week ni update tán fún mi. No 24/7 equipped hospital bí bàbá wa Waris Jìnnà ló ṣe sọ. No 24 hours electricity. So ìgbà wo ni àti sí nínú ogun? Because the epileptic of electricity, iná tí kò sí, ogun náà ni. But ogun tẹ́yìn rò ní pé ogun a máa yìnbọn fúnra wa. No, we are already in a war. Inú ogun la wà. But we are living in denial. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn Koikimedia team fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tó ṣe lánàá. Mo post kìíní lánàá ni. I probably didn't post it. Maybe mo post it because mo wà lórí Twitter mi. All right. It was a security message tó send sí mi láti Èkó nípa Lagos State. I can't find it, and I'm not sure whether it might be in because I gotta post it out. Because I know I got it yesterday, so then just sorry Facebook me. Kí wá lọ mú jáde. No, kò lè sí ní bíbá ilé ẹ̀kọ́. Ìdààmú àwọn tó wà ní bíbá. It might be a funny lane. So I'm gonna post it to my Andro. Talandro de kò wá sọ. Wọ́n kọ́ àwọn ọmọ lọ nísìn láti ìjẹta báyìí. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó mọ ibi tó wà. Okay, only link to move for one to then posted by posting. Unload lower. The Malay Lomodori laptop. Moki Buwala can say very good morning. Moki on Biafra. Moki, we're going to feel free a recruit in Nigeria. So let me come back out here now and pick it from here. All right, so this got to me yesterday. I'm going to read it out. And it adds, Lagos State have not debunked it yet. And I'm going to monitor their page and their different handles from their own media to see if this get debunked. Talk about debunk, I just make somebody look up, she write up here, or they be crest the Lagos State see. But if the debunk doesn't happen by end of today, I could just be it is a fact, and it's the same thing that we are saying. So let's read it. Dear Lagos State residents, Trust this intel meets you well. We are writing to bring your attention to a critical security alert we have received from the Lagos State Police Command. According to the information provided, there has been an increase in kidnapping incident along Bagada Expressway. The perpetrators are employing the one chance method of targeting unsuspecting commuters. Report also says that they are utilizing danfo vehicles carrying up to 5 individuals. In the light of this alarming situation, we strongly urge everyone to exercise extreme caution when commuting through this area. Please remain vigilant and take necessary precautions to ensure your personal safety. Avoid late night and, if possible, consider alternative routes or means of transportation until the security situation is brought under control. We advise that you share this information, which is what I'm doing right now, with your friends and family, as the heightening awareness and collectivity vigilance are crucial in maintaining the safety and well-being of our community. Like I said in the last couple of weeks, let us continue to hope that the security of Lagos State is not joked with. Ntí mo fẹ́ kà tí mo fi ń lọ látẹ̀kọ́ ni. Sọ yẹ ká padà sórí ìrántí àwọn akọni tí wọ́n jáde láyé lẹ́nu ìgbà tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Adé orí òkè ni mo dẹnu lé. Atúlárákùnrin kan tá à ń pè ní Sake Ọ̀fìn, àwọn tájọ́ ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation. Not that people have not died apart from these individuals nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. I mean, it's just that àwọn tí àjọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ movement là ń sọ yìí. People die every day. People die abroad. Many of people, Ọ̀nà kò mí kan tó kú l'America. I still find it as a shock because he's a full member of the Yoruba Nation. Everything. But he passed away in December. And I can only pray for the family, just as many people like that as well. So, brother wa kan náà tá à ń pè ní Aribonyo went to Kútọ̀nù nígbà tí bàbá ṣì wà níbẹ̀ ní gbogbo wàhálà yẹn nígbà yẹn. He traveled, he came back, and I think one of soon, he started complaining about pain in the stomach. That was the end of it. When the brother wa kan náà, daddy wa kan náà, Ọláníkéwú, he did an audio. Nígbà yẹn ní gbogbo wàhálà rògbòtì oríṣiríṣi. I can't remember what was the content of the audio, but audio yẹn was very, because after he died, many of us started playing the audio. Gbogbo wa la mọ̀ kòkòrò ní ìgbà tó lọ attack ilé Olóyè Ìgbòho nígbà kan after the whole incident as well. Kò ń ṣe ìgbà tí Olóyè wà nílé after he was in Benin Republic. A gbọ́ nígbà yẹn pé àwọn group kan níbàdàn wọ́n kidnap kòkòrò. Ìgbà tá máa rí àbá orí lára ẹ̀. And that is how he was buried. He was buried without a head. I mean, when all this, you read it and you hear it, people think that, no, that is not how life is meant to be. Gbogbo case by Lama pull out. Kò bá jẹ́ anytime, any day. Ìjọ tí Abani government tiwa. So many cases like that. Títí Legiwa. We will review a lot of things. Kódà ní tó bá ti kú nígbà yẹn, we will know what the government would do as at the time when all this is happening. Ẹ lè máa sọ pé they play. Mo mọ̀ pé language yìí nìyẹn, ẹ̀yin idiots tẹ́ wà Nàìjíríà. Ẹ máa ní they play. Mo mọ̀ pé púpọ̀ ní yín, some of you look, ibi tí àwọn kan bá ń jàjà fún nǹkan kan, yes, kò ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn náà ló máa follow ẹ̀. Inú ẹ̀ àwọn kan máa ṣe tí wọ́n lọ. Just like a lot of you are doing your own thing in Nigeria presently. I watch a lot of things just like àwọn náà ṣe tí wọ́n lọ ní bíbá. But at the appropriate time, we will all come together, Amo Yoruba Niwa, and things will be documented very, very well. Then there's another brother that died, which is called Reuben. Then what if picture brother wa tí ó wá sí Nigeria tá pè ní Z Kenny, ìyẹn tí ó kú láàrin àwọn tó ṣaláìsí nínú bomb blast. So that is just on that. I just wanted to bring that up to date speedily, quickly. So we are now exactly 1 hour into the program. So let's come back again and talk about àwọn tí wọ́n kó lọ. We've all seen the video. I don't have to play it again. It's not necessary to play it again. We don't even know how many of them tó kó lọ lẹ́kìtì, àwọn ọ̀dọ́, àwọn ọmọ kékèké tí wọ́n kidnap. I don't know whether they are 5, 10. Nobody has any credible information, but we hope the governor, Oyebanji, I hope I pronounce his name very well, the current governor of Ekiti State, and we appreciate him for moving swiftly yesterday after the death of the 2 Obas, T. Amosi, Oba Olatunji Olushola, the Onimojo of Imojo Ekiti. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin aráàlú, ẹ kú ara fẹ́ra kù, àti Ọba Ẹlẹ́sùn of Ẹ̀sùn Ekiti, Ọba Babátúndé Ògúnṣọlá, àkí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń bẹ ní gbogbo agbègbè tí àwọn ọba yìí tí wọ́n jọba lé lórí. Adeki Baba wa Lara that escaped. It's going to take a lot of time for him to recover. And from what we heard yesterday, it's not the first time. A call came to me yesterday, and one of Obawayi, one of Bolati security meeting. If we are right from the information that I got, let's take you back to another incident that happened in 2020. Many of us have probably forgotten, but it is our job as a media just to remind us there's a lot of catalog of deaths in Yoruba land. There are work going on. Okay, correspondents were in Ekiti. There are many incidents that have happened, and our platforms are trying to see if we can continue to document all these things. It's a lot. Again, it's easy to say, but without resources, it's very, very difficult. We need a lot of things. Look, I've been to BBC office in London, and if you go in there, you will see that every of their staff is well staffed, is well equipped. Bo staff tó ń bá BBC ṣiṣẹ́, bó ṣe ní kọ̀ǹpútà tó ń lò níbi iṣẹ́, wọ́n ní laptop tó ń lò tó bá sí níbi iṣẹ́ off-site, wọ́n ní tablet, wọ́n ní mobile phone. How did they raise this money to fund it? It's through TV license. I have 25 team. Bíá méjì ni wọ́n ló ní laptop. Yes, they all have mobile phones. As àtàná, èyí tó jẹ́ obìnrin láàrin wa, wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé, because ó ti sọ fún mi pé power bank ẹ̀, because this is what I use daily, bó ti wú, so we have to buy another one. So imagine, even if we have given them certain things in the past, but because of the power surge in Nigeria, which everybody knows is not stable, at least as of 2021, tí mo wà nílé, mo lè ka a brand new phone tí mo rà fún gbogbo wọn. But 2 years down the line, èmi gan tí mo wà ní London, phone tí mo ń lò yìí, this particular one, eléyìí, week tó fún mi ló jábọ́, week tí wọ́n fún mi ní fóònù yẹn ló jábọ́, and I didn't have the protective on it. I mean, these things happen sometimes because it was not meant to be in full use, but mo fẹ́ ṣe ya picture àfìgbàgà. Òun ṣe rán mo lè show yín òun ni to cover ojú táwọn èèyàn lè rí back òun ni. Ó ti crack, but mo ṣì gbé kíní lé lórí and I'm still using it. So kí n máa sọ pé àwọn tó wà ní Nàìjíríà so kò sí bó ṣe lè manage nǹkan tá a bá fún wọn náà. Sometimes things happen. And that's the reason why we are pleading with every one of you. You know, this is the time that we need those support, not when things becomes the other way around. Let's take us back to another incident that shocked us to the bone marrow in 2020 at exactly around November 26. And I'm going now with the headline from Sahara Reporter, Yeti brother Omoyele Showore. We love him so much. Akọni ọkùnrin ọmọ Ondo State ni tí Buhari fi pa olórí burúkú Buhari. Ìpele ká máa fún Buhari ní gbogbo ìgbà. Òun àtòsíbàjọ tọ́jọ́ ṣèjọba lé wa lórí. Kódà àwọn èèyàn tó ń dúpẹ́ pé ìjọba Buhari tún fẹ́ dáa ju ti Tinubu lọ, mo rí rẹ̀ rí. Mo fẹ́ share link yẹn ni o, ìyẹn mo ṣe ń ké tàbára àwọn tó fẹ́ lọ tún ká. Mo kí ìyàwó Faith. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn tá à ń ṣọjọ́ bí ní January as we go into February next month. Kidnappers killed monarch in Ondo State. This was last year. I mean, 3 years ago, 4 years ago now, at 2024. Obadegoke Adeusi, the Olufon of Ifon under Oshe local government area, Ondo State, has been murdered by Fulani terrorists. This was in 2020. I'm sure many of us don't even remember him anymore. Tó bá máa fi pé another 2 months nísìn. Ànírántí ọba Onímọ̀jọ̀ Ìmọ̀jọ̀ Èkìtì. Torí wọ́n tún máa fọba mi jẹ́ ibẹ̀ yẹn a lè dúró de kí stool yẹn kó wà empty. Tó bá ti ṣe gbogbo tó yẹ kó ṣe tán. We hope that the new king will be brought into all these to ẹlẹ́sùn ọ̀fẹ̀sùn. Ìyàwó kábíyèsí tó bá sì wà láyé ọ̀ràn pọ́n níyàwó kan tí ìyàwó tí Onímọ̀jọ̀ ti jáde láyé kọ́lọ́n foríjì ìyàwó àti ọba àwọn ọmọ mẹ́ta ló fi sílẹ̀, but governor ti ní ó máa take care wọn, àwọn máa take responsibility, and we appreciate that. Ẹlẹ́sùn, so that means the palace cannot become empty. We got to put somebody there as quickly as possible. Torí láti lè make sure pé territory continue to be governed. But Oba Adegoke Adeusi, the Olufon of Ifon, was also kidnapped. Moke Abdullahi to the Meta. He was kidnapped and murdered. Oba Adeusi was killed on Thursday evening at a spot around Elegbeke axis of the town. The monarch was returning to his palace from Akure, the state capital, when he was killed. According to the source, the king had earlier attended the meeting with all Obas in Akure, and while on his way, he was kidnapped, which caused apprehension in the community. Ó ṣe jẹ́ ìgbà táwọn ọba yìí máa ń bọ̀ láti meeting náà pa wọ́n. Ibi tí mo fẹ́ lò gangan nìyẹn. I don't know, and I don't want to believe that this is what has happened. I just hope that our kings, some of them have not compromise the security of the other kings that are loyal and honest to the people, even if they are political kings, as we call them. Even if they are political kings, I just hope that some of those kings are also not working against each other in terms of, because look, bí a torí pé mi gbé abroad mo ṣe ń ronú báyìí, bí a torí pé mo ti wo a lot of documentaries and a lot of things that have happened in the past. We have seen ẹni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún Britain tó gbé document Britain tó gbé lọ fún Russia, àti ẹni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún Russia tó gbé gbogbo fáìlì Russia tó gbé lọ fún America. I'm talking about detailed security information. So our Yoruba, we got to start thinking far beyond kò lè possible. Ṣé kò ń ṣe pé àwọn ọba kan wà láàrin wa tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún Fúlàní? Ìbéèrè tí mò ń béèrè ni. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Ṣé kò ń ṣe pé lára àwọn ọba tí à ń pè lọ́ba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, they are working for the Fulanis? Wọ́n wá ń tágẹ́tì lára àwọn tó jẹ́ àwọn ọba tí wọ́n ń takò wọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí gẹ́gẹ́ bí aláǹtakò, because àwọn ọba kan ẹ̀wọ̀n pàwọ̀ sí nínú ìpàdé yẹn, and these are closed door meetings, so even what about tẹ̀ fi snake view, àfi tí a bá rí àwọn ọba tó súnmọ́ wa ẹ̀ máa ní Koiki nǹkan báyìí la sọ nínú bẹ̀. But again, I don't have those information. I gotta be honest. Àwọn kan lè ní gbogbo ala ní different relationship pẹ̀lú àwọn ọba. Mo kí bàbá Adéwùnmí Adénípẹ̀kun. I'm asking again. Ṣé kò ń ṣe pé àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, as much as à ń sọ pé wọ́n ti gbà bọ̀dẹ̀ fún wa, àbọ̀dẹ̀ tá à ń sọ yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé is a different one, torí pé wọ́n bá wa sọ tá à ń sọ pé wọ́n pa wá, wọ́n ṣe dé, but èyí tèmi tún sọ láàárọ̀ yìí nísìnyí, is it that there are some of them that are fully working for the Fulanis to eliminate àwọn tó jẹ́ lára wọn? Ẹ má sọ pé kò possible. There is probability that such is happening, especially in the world that we are living today, where we can physically see and feel how things have happened in the past, especially when it comes to compromising security. Because Obalufonti Oshalaisi in the past, it was also coming from a security meeting, from what we heard. We pray that Kobere Dumari Koda Bobule Yoruba. Let's come back to the children. In the last few days, which is about 48 hours, they say, because the jockey say, our team will probably travel down to the location. I've not heard from the parent of Auntie. I've not seen any video of those that are affected. I've not seen any videos or any interviews as far as I'm concerned. We don't have the total numbers of children. I'm sorry. I don't have the total numbers. But my worry is that terrorist to them 4 years old, because that's what we are told. Like I said, I don't have all the full details, because Nigeria is a place where one otipoju. and ẹni tó bá gbọ́ bóun ṣe máa deliver fẹ́mi by the time they máa fi deliver fún yín, it has become a distorted news. And this is what I did in a training on the first week of January, verification of news from the union of my NUJ. It was a almost full day online training, verification of news. The last thing we want to do on this platform is to come up with news that we cannot authenticate, because even though we know the country is a shithole, it's going through a lot of problems. In Nigeria, okay? So if you're still one of those praying that for Nigeria, I don't know what to say to you, because tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ tiẹ̀ ni wọ́n jí gbé nínú ilé ẹ̀ tó wà nínú igbó tàtẹ̀mọ́bí tó wà nísìnyí, because àwọn people yóò nílé náà tó ń gbé inú igbó ló ń gbé. So ṣé àwọn ọmọ yẹn náà bá wọn gbé níta? I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking, how did we get to where we failed these children is the question. Because ọmọ kékeré láwọn àwọn ọmọ kọ̀ọ̀kan nísìnyí. Mo kí Alex Mamu, mo kí Ọ̀túnba Olúwaṣínà, àtẹ̀yin silent listeners. Ṣé mo pa wà la fail àwọn ọmọ yìí nísìnyí níbi tí àwa ti ń ṣe, mo kí Àlùkà, níbi tá ti mo fẹ́ lo ọ̀rọ̀ àlùfàǹṣà. I'm trying to be very careful with my word, with my words, because tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé ibi tá ti ń ṣòṣì bí ẹran aṣẹ́wó. That's the statement mo fẹ́ lò gangan nìyẹn. Mo kí Denix. Níbi táwa ti ń fi politics tá fi ń ṣeré pẹ̀lú life wa, pé àwa tá gbé Yorùbá nation dání, ẹ̀mọ̀ pé àwa méjèèjì nísìnyí àwa la fail àwọn ọmọ yẹn, because kí lọmọ kékeré mọ̀? Kọ ABC, kọ jẹun, kọ sùn, kọ ṣeré pa, ìtọ́mọ kékeré mọ̀ nìyẹn. So àwa àgbàlagbà àtọkùnrin àtọbìnrin àwa la fail àwọn ọmọ yẹn. We failed them because we all refuse to do what is right. Kódà bó jẹ́ bá ń play politics náà ni, kí ló dé tó play politics in a way to protect and defend each of our territories against such an havoc. Gbogbo àwọn àlàkókò tí ń gbọ́ pé havoc yìí ń ṣẹlẹ̀, ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Kí ló wá dé tí a protect ara wa from that havoc is the question. We allow terrorists to deal with us by coming into our land. Ojoojúmọ́ là ń gbọ́ pé wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú wa anyway. Ó tún wá wọlé lójú ayé wa. Wọ́n dẹ̀ kó àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké lọ. Who do we blame for that? I have to take the blame, just like you have to take the blame. Okay, we blame wa ó yàtọ̀ síra wọn. I am not the chief security. I hope the governor will do whatever within his capacity. Anyway, no man go Okada, because I'm just trying to. Anyway, I mean, I won't be surprised the kind of Okada meta, and they just drive them. Only God knows. All it no kogi konisi, and they keep moving because tobati pari ishetofewashinita. They move back far away. Intelligence is often a pé wọ́n demand 100,000 lọ́wọ́ ọmọ kankan. Àmọ́ ọmọ mélòó ni wọ́n? Because I don't have that record. We hope we will be able to do that very soon. Ẹni tó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní kò kàn wọ́n, because as far as they're concerned, àwọn ògbé nílùú. Àwọn tá à ń gbé ní Èkìtì la wà nílùú. Ẹ̀rọ kan tó ń gbé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ city lòún wà. Èkìtì lọ́kàn tí wọ́n rural area ni. Ṣèbí torí pé development ò débẹ̀ dáadáa la ṣe ń pè ní ìlú. Èkìtì fúnra rẹ̀ is a very big place, just like so many other Yoruba territories. 5:20. We're just about 40 minutes. At exactly 6 o'clock, like I said, this program will come to an end. How did we fail the children? And what can we do so that we don't fail the next one? Because it seems that the agenda in a way, they will destroy Tinubu's government. There's no doubt about it in my mind now. I can see that coming. How our Southwest governor will be ready for what is about to hit them hard. There's a lot of rumors out there, just like there's a lot of different information. Every day we're all reading different things. We're watching different videos. We're listening to different things, don't share it. So many things is happening simultaneously. But in your possible way, we can stop all these if we remain in Nigeria is the question. Ṣé tá bá ṣì wà nínú Nigeria, ṣó possible pé a lè stop the menace, the death, the insecurity, lack of welfare, the lack of education, and a society that has broken. Our society, Yoruba land, is completely broken. Our loved ones are crying out from Cairo. I've been more around Cairo to calls to receive in the last couple of days. And in total, so for me, Mr. Koiki, àwọn Yoruba community náà ló ṣì ń kọ́ àwọn èèyàn wọ Cairo. That is the message I'm getting. Wọ́n náà àwọn àtàjẹ́ Yorùbá náà là ń kọ́ àwọn èèyàn wá sí Cairo, knowing fully well that there's nothing happening there. Nígbà táwọn ọmọ sì ti wá ná Cairo, wọ́n gbé níbẹ̀ wọ́n máa lọ. But we know that the things have changed because of the economic situation in Nigeria. Inflation to about 30%, if not 35%, 2 digits. We've talked about the exchange rate. Ẹni tó ra omi ti ń complain pé ogun máa wọlé dé. Life is becoming very difficult. Kò ń ṣe pé à ní owó yìí ní Nigeria in the last 24 years tó fi ń ṣe election. But priorities have not been done and many people have missed out. We've all missed out from the little things to the key ìjọba ṣe fún wa. Probably in the next few hours, in the next few minutes, listen, mo máa gbọ́ tí truckman àwọn tó wá kólẹ̀ wọ́n máa dé service tí local government ń provide nìyẹn. Tí wọ́n máa fi di aago 5:30 ló fẹ́ lù lọ́dọ̀ tiwa nísìnyí. Tí wọ́n máa fi di 6:30, 7:30, 9:30, by 9:30 ó bí ọmọ kankan dá kó má wà nínú school. Ọmọ tó bá rí nínú school by 9:15, parent ẹ̀ máa gba email láti school. Kódà tọ́mọ mi bá run late, tó bá run late wọnú school, tó bá wọnú school tó run late, I receive email from my email pé this is just to let you know that your son got to school late. Somebody has been employed for that purpose, for that service. And then tóun bá dẹ̀ dé máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kí ló dé tó ṣe pẹ́ dé school, and we can review it. Ṣé training ní delay ni? Okay, bí o máa tètè jí lọ́la. All this is not a big deal. It is part of the service that keeps the economy running. Mo jáde ní èní ní Wednesday àbí mo kí gbogbo àwọn GR1 mo miss a prayer àtàṣe lánàá. Last week no, I couldn't attend because last week I rántí pé a wà ní 1 week remembrance. I mean 1 week after tí ṣẹlẹ̀ tí kìíní ṣẹlẹ̀ bomb blast Ìbàdàn. Ó ti pé 2 weeks nísìn. No, kódà mo ní another audio kan, I'll see if I can slot that in. Táwọn another resident kan tó ń complain bitterly nípa mo kẹ́gbọ́n mi triple DRS ní gbogbo village nípa mining, illegal mining. I think I should be able to play that in the course of this program. Nígbà tí mo délé, mo tún láti jáde padà quickly. As we look at the okay, yeah, mo rántí kan mo sọ. Mo rí àwọn kan tó ti já tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì fún. And each time tí bá rí àwọn tó ń já tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì fún, sometimes I just like, àwọn ọgbà tèmi náà máa ń drive. Kò sí bó ṣe lè drive nílò ẹ̀. At some point, wàá gba ticket, parking fine. Sometimes they might take it off, sometimes you have to pay for it. All this, sorry, I mean, video kan wà tí mo gbé sórí Koikimedia short videos mi. Tí mo ṣí mọ́tò tó jẹ́ camera CCTV. Kò ṣe pé Nàìjíríà ò lówó. Look, if you hear the staggering amount of money tí wọ́n jí nígbà Buhari, orí a máa fọyàn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré ka nǹkan tí African Confidential sọ. Orí Twitter ló wà, X. He hardly come on the program anymore. He's doing a lot of work on the X, but he doesn't get the support from us. I'm still going to go back to Cairo. But it's good that we are all waiting for a live transmission. But the X, as formerly known as Twitter, ibele kawa, kama retweet, kama love, kawa no lima trend. People like African Confidential, people like Yawa Wura _ Yoruba Nimi, and many more like that and myself, so that we can help push the tweets all the time. So in the last 1 hour, African Confidential wrote on his Twitter X handle, and the Orukotie is at Bumi _speaks with the S at the end. Someone said Yoruba land will pay severely for betraying Sunday Igboho. At that time, it was given up to be devoured by Buhari. Let me give us, I know what it is, but let me just all do the dictionary. Devour, D-E-V-O-U-R, Delta Echo Victor Oscar Uniform Romeo.
Devour.
Devour. So the past tense will be devour.
Devour.
Eat hungrily, quickly. Buhari tó bá jẹ́ pé owari ọwọ́ mú Ìgbòho, ó fẹ́ jẹ ní kíákíá. Ẹ lọ gbọ́ nǹkan tí Fẹ́mi Adésínà sọ. Wọ́n fẹ́ assassinate Nnamdi Kanu ni. Àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò máa fojú yín mọ èèmọ̀. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń support Tinubu. Ẹ lọ máa gbáradì. Owó ìbọn làwọn ń dá. Àwọn òǹrojọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan mọ́ lọ títí bí àwa báyìí. They are buying enough weapon to defend their territory against àwọn tó máa wá kidnap àwọn ọmọ wọn. We hope our governors kó bọn dáadáa ìbọn. Ṣé rí ìbọn ṣakabola ọ̀ràn tó wà ń lẹ́mọ̀ nísìn? We need sophisticated weapons to defend the Yoruba land through our governors. Our Yoruba nation kan ni mo sọ. Through our governors. That is their job. So let's go back to African Confidential. We have 30 minutes away to the end of the program. By Buhari and the Fulani Caliphate on the July 1st, 2021. During that assassination attempt on his life by the Nigerian government of Buhari and Osibajo, for daring to fight for his people before his eventual arrest in Benin. Kódà, àwọn ẹlẹ́nu mẹ́jọ, ìbí mi náà ti sá lọ sí London, èmi mo kó bá Ìgbòho, bla bla bla, olùkàlùkà kọ́ máa sọ jàgbà jogbo. Òun lọ kidnap àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké nísìn, ọ̀lẹ́ẹ̀dí gbogbo wa. Àárín kankan ṣe sí láti ìjọ méjì nísìn, àwọn ọmọ yẹn àmọ́bí tó wà. Àbí? We just love, wọ́n jí owó rẹpẹtẹ nínú gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì Buhari. Èmi àti ọmọ kan tó bá tẹ̀ pé mi náà rí $1 million níbẹ̀. Tí bá rí $1 million, máa balẹ̀ jẹ́. Tí bá rí $5 million, Nàìjíríà ti bàjẹ́ ju bó ṣe èmi àti bàǹkan jẹ́ rẹpẹtẹ tí mo mọ tí máa fi ṣe ìwọ ní láti máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ mi àwọn ọ̀rẹ́rẹ́ owó yẹn Sabiu àbí whatever tó ń pe bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn máa try láti wá write up yẹn wọ́n níbi tí ó jí owó dé wọ́n negotiate pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ báyìí pé tẹ̀ kó díẹ̀ padà fún wa nínú ẹ̀ irọ́ ni òtítọ́ ni at least nínú irọ́ náà la máa rí òtítọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀ owó tó jí wọ́n ní sim card lọ́nà ń tà ní Kano kó tó lọ mú àti àsọ̀rọ̀ ó wá di dawn we're talking about billions and billions of naira or trillions because tá a bá convert dollar tó bọ́ wà lọ wọ́n náà dẹ̀ stack gbogbo owó yẹn sínú ilé ni ṣé àṣẹ ń rí ni ok owó tó jí nígbà kan tá a bá ní Ìkòyí ibo lówó náà wà tí wọ́n náà fi ń ṣe investigation kan ní kinní kan. So it's not the first time we know that the politician keeps money at home because tó bá ti jí owó tó yẹ kó fi ṣe system and that is why Tinubu is trying to change the narrative as much as we might not agree with him gbogbo owó tó ń wá láti NNPC kò lọ through channel tó yẹ kó lọ ọkàn sọk ṣe rí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń bá wa jà lórí social media mo máa ń wọ́n dà pé ṣé orí yín pé ṣá ìyẹn la ṣe máa ń ṣépè fún yín nígbà míì because torí yín ò bá pè ní ó ra tẹ́tẹ́ ń kọ́bọ̀ MTN Glo ó wá fi wọ́n bẹ̀ mí jà ó lọ bá wọn tí wọ́n jí owó ńláńlá ẹ̀ lọ bá wọn jà olóyè Ìgbòho lẹ́ bá jà bàbá Akíntóyè lẹ́ bá jà àwa campaigners àwa lẹ́ ń dẹnu kọ ẹlòmí àti máa ní àwọn mo kí ẹ just reason wọ́n ní àwọn Yorùbá yẹn wọ́n náà kidnappers are demanding 100 million ransom for the adopted Ekiti school pupils 100 million ìbẹ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń dá nísìn owó ta láìka àti máa dáná nìyẹn ká máa dáwó fún Fúlàní terrorists. We hope the governor will do everything within his capacity. Ọlọ́run for governor wa ṣe. We might not be on the same page, but like I always say, Nigeria ò tí pín responsibility tí wọ́n ní kó look after yín. Tá bá ti pín kúrò lára Nigeria, àwa jọ mọ̀ pé a jọ wà nínú country tá ń pè Yoruba nation tó máa ní constitution tiwa, tó máa ní ọlọ́pàá tiwa, tó máa ní sójà tiwa, custom tiwa. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olùṣe lórí burúkú tẹ̀ ń fọ́lò Dúpọ̀ ní tìrì olùṣí tó ní kó síbi táṣù ẹ̀ wà. Orí gbogbo yín ò pé tẹ̀ ń sọ pé ti gba country ẹ̀yàn máa lè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ àtẹ̀yìn bàbá olórí burúkú ẹ̀yin ìyá olórí burúkú. Ṣé ìlú tẹ̀yìn ń gbé ṣé bọ́ ṣe ń ṣe country nìyẹn? Tẹ̀ ń tán àwọn tó wà ń lé. Bàtẹ́pọ̀ àwọn tó wà ń lé brain yín ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa. Ẹ̀ ń farawé àwọn tó wà lábroad. Àwọn tó wà ní wá sísàlẹ̀. Wọ́n bí mẹ́tàlá wọn. Mo ní adélé kankan òde ẹgbẹ́ jágbàjàgbà lọ. Ìyẹn olóṣì. Ká tọ̀ sílé kan kó hó dáadáa. Gbé tọ̀ lọ síbòmí. Nígbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ ti dáwó fún wa látijọ́ ṣé Yorùbá nation kú lọ́dọ̀ tiwa? À ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín. Ṣé ibẹ̀ ti dáwó síbẹ̀? Dáwó síbẹ̀. Nígbà délé bọ̀. Adélé kọ̀. Tó bá bí yín dàyẹn dé Ìbàdàn. Kẹmọ̀ bí a máa bọ́ọ̀ ní fake 47 ìyọrí yín wálẹ̀. Ṣé rò pé Ṣèyí Mákindé fẹ́ kúrò lórí oyè bẹ́yẹn? Tó bá yá gbogbo yín ẹ̀mọ́ tó ń pè ní pé a fẹ́ gba country. Ẹ̀pọ̀ fẹ́ gba country orí social media lẹ́yìn máa fi gbà ní. Mo ní olóyè ló ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ lọ́wọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni olóyè Ìgbòho ló ní kọ́kọ́rọ́. Òun nìkan for now èmi ò mọ̀ tí Gani Adams ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ìjọ ìmọ̀tẹ́ understand bàbá yẹn. Gbogbo ọjọ́ tó ti ń sọ pé wọ́n tẹ̀ ń jíyàn gbé bàbá yẹn tẹ̀ ṣe ọ́díò kò tẹ̀ ṣe bí ó tẹ̀ wà nínú ìgbàlẹ̀ ni ṣé ìbá náà ti lọ fún ṣọ́ tí wọ́n nú ìgbàlẹ̀ lọ ní torí kò tẹ̀ mọ́. I haven't seen any of his videos. This is the time for him to be speaking out. Kọ́ máa tẹ̀ ẹ̀sùn àwọn mídíà wọn pé àwọn náà máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Koiki, a máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ BBC, ká máa gbóhùn àgbóhùn ìbá. Ó ti péjọ méjì nísìn. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ní fídíò wọn ẹ send ẹ̀ sí mi. I've not heard anything about him speaking about in tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́kìtì. Ṣé wọ́n tẹ̀ ti lọ sí Ìbàdàn, the bomb blast? I didn't see any video, neither did I see any press release. Maybe I'm wrong. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi bí ló fọrí sọ pé ẹ má bínú máa pè yín ṣe sùúrù a máa sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé ibà ṣì wà ṣá. We've lost the plot completely. We've lost it. But it's not too late. Because of the time, I have 25 minutes to the end of the program. My buying sorry about me below. I'll get in touch with you already. Buhari fẹ́ pa Olóyè Ìgbòho ni. Ó fẹ́ devour pé kó mú lọ́rùn kó jẹ́ yányányányá. By the look of things in the Southwest today, that prophecy might not be too far-fetched, but I sympathize. African Confidential at Bumi_speaks, no sorrow, no boy. Only by the look of things in the Southwest today, that prophecy might not be too far-fetched. Kunle Bakers, double ni. I love you so much, my brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. And I think you're the only one apart from my mom and Yawa Ologuja. The man that carry super chat. It gives us like energy. Keeps us to smile as well. You know, we need money to run the operation of our media, and we need it now as quickly as possible. They can be media, but we are working within the capacity of what we can do. So you can read on social media, but there's so many other things that Koikimedia is doing quietly. I'm boss. I'm boss. Mo mọ̀ pé àwọn ìyá kan tó pè mí pé Koiki bẹ́ẹ̀ ni à ń bọ̀ ni mo sọ. À ń bọ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ní à ń bọ̀, gbogbo wa là ń bọ̀. À ń bọ̀ nílùú Ìgbòho. Koikimedia team were there yesterday. I don't need to tell you ìtọ́lọ̀ṣẹ̀ níbẹ̀ lánàá. But àwọn tí mo àmì ló kàn travel lánàá. Kódà wọ́n wọlé ìkan wọlé until almost 10 o'clock ló send message padà. Ó jìn gan. Ibi tó jìn ní especially títí ọ̀nà tó dáa. It's a long distance láti ibi tó ti gbéra. Ọ̀nà méjì ló ti gbéra. I don't have to disclose ibi tó ti gbéra. But àwa nígbòho lánàá. Ẹ máa retí wa, à ń bọ̀. Ẹ̀yin ará Ìgbòho, ẹ kú àlejò wa, Adétán. Ìyá yìí máa wọlé, agbára Elédùmarè, ìyá dáadáa. Ilé ló lọ tàràrà, wọ́n máa gbé àyàn wọlé. Ìyá Ìgbòho bá wọlé, ṣàlọ́, bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. She will be buried in February. Koiki ẹ ṣọ́ra kéèlà gbogbo ẹ̀ náà láti gbọ́. Gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá. Gbogbo rìpọ́ọ̀tì mo kí ìyàwó Tóyìn Ọláoyè ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thanks so much. Gbogbo concern ní pátá náà la wà aware of. Gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá. Gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá. Gbogbo tó lúkàlùkù ń sọ náà là ń gbọ́. Gbogbo mẹ́sẹ̀gì ni mò ń deliver fún Ìgbòho. He will decide what he wants to do within himself and his own family. Koiki wo ló súnmọ́ Ìgbòho bá Ìgbòho sọ̀rọ̀. Oh yes, mo súnmọ́ Ìgbòho. But Ìgbòho makes the final decision himself. The gods of Yoruba land will tell him what to do. That's all I will say. Something will lead to something. À ń bọ̀. That's all I will say. Tí bá náà ń bọ̀, gbogbo wa ní Ìgbòho. À ń bọ̀. Èmi ti ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tèmi. À ń bọ̀. Àfi wá sìnkú ni. That's all. Tá bá wá sìnkú tán, campaign bẹ̀rẹ̀ padà again. Koiki, sójà máa wá síbẹ̀, wọ́n máa mú Ìgbòho mọ́lẹ̀. Ṣé Joe Biden máa ń sọ fún yín ibi tó ń lọ? Ó máa ń fún yín ní gbogbo security details. Then tí Joe Biden bá travel, ta ló ti rí Joe Biden tó bá ń travel? Ta ló mọ bó ṣe máa ń travel? In terms of the security details. You don't know everything. But at least in tí mo mọ̀ ni pé tí Biden bá gbéra l'Amẹ́ríkà nísìnyí pé ó ń bọ̀ ní UK, fighter jet máa tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn. Fighter jet yẹn ó níbi tó lè dé, ìkan á tún join, wọ́n á tún fi tẹ̀lé. Because ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa protect aircraft yẹn. A máa protect Igboho to the last man standing ní next month. Ẹni máa kú, ẹni máa yè. Ẹ kọ sílẹ̀ ni mo sọ. We will defend him. That is if he decide on the last note, boom, ẹni máa kú, ẹni máa yè ni. We will defend him. Ẹni máa bọ́, kò ṣe ẹ̀kan. We will protect him. That is if he decide he's coming to Nigeria. Kò sí kankan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. But I'll leave it like that. I think they be programming. Ẹ jẹ́ kó kù díẹ̀. I don't have any details whether Igboho is coming home or not. But if he decides he's coming home, we will defend him, we will protect him to the last blood in our life. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín. Ẹ sọ fún gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ ìjà kọ́ là ń gbé bọ̀ o. Àfi wá sìnkú ni. Ìgbà yẹn tẹ́ ń bẹ̀rù pé kìnnìkan. Ẹ lọ jókòó kẹ́ fà kàn balẹ̀. Kẹ́ má yẹ kẹ́ ní high blood pressure. Kò sí tó ń bọ̀ lókè tilẹ̀ ọgbà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ, bó ṣe máa defend Joe Biden tí wọ́n ní rí pa, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà la máa defend Igboho ní next month tó bá decide pé òun bọ̀ nílé. Kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ, èmi Ọláyọmí Kóìkì ni mo sọ. Gbogbo pé kó máa wà lé, sójà máa wá, ọlọ́pàá máa wá, wọ́n máa ṣe kíní kan, ẹ fẹ́ kó yẹn sílẹ̀. Let's go back to African Confidential. Sooner or later, though, everyone will accept that only saving grace of the Yoruba people in this contraction of Nigeria is the emergency of the sovereign Yoruba nation. Anything else is just kicking the can down the road. Anything apart from pé ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà níbi tí dẹ̀mọ́dé akànṣeré pa ni. Akànfáyè fáwọn olùṣí politician kan máa gbádùn ayé wọn, kan máa jẹ mọ̀lá, kan máa wà òkè, káwa máa struggle. Àwọn èèyàn wà ní Cairo, wọ́n struggle. Àwa wà ní UK and struggle. Ṣé fipá àwọn tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà struggle? Wọ́n struggle bí wèrè. Mo kí ẹ easy. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. So gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ ti Igboho pẹ̀lú òkú yẹ àdúrà nìkẹ́ ló máa gbà. But we will protect him if he decide that he's coming. That's all. Mo ti sọ kó tó gbà tí òkú tẹ̀ máa kú ní July last year pé Olóyè Bọ́lá Tinubu á fún Igboho ní ọ̀wọ̀ tiẹ̀, Igboho náà fún lọ́wọ́ tiẹ̀. That's all. Kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Kíyàn kan ṣe máa sọ fún wa pé mo understand Igboho lè sìn yẹ́ látorí social media torí kíni. Ṣé mọ̀ pé Joe Biden kò sí bí ìlú náà bó ṣe lè le koko tó. At least tí mo mọ̀ aware American president attend ìgbà tí moment tó wà ń bẹ nígbà tí Mandela kú. Bí Obama ló wà ń bẹ ni I can't remember. But mo mọ̀ pé kò sí world leader tí kò dé South Africa nígbà tí Mandela kú. So kí ló dé táwa wá ń try láti push pé yes we know, we understand. But tí Igboho bá náà wọ́n ṣe social media láti fi sí ìyá òun fi wà ń bẹ presently fún rẹ̀. He will decide that on his own. But like I said, I don't have any details of his traveling to share on the public. Mo mọ̀ pé Igboho ti sọ̀rọ̀ bóun bọ̀ ń lé. Gbogbo wa ní Igboho náà. Èmi náà Igboho, ẹ̀yin náà Igboho. Kódà aṣọ ti dé Amẹ́ríkà. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi easy, ó send a picture aṣọ ẹ̀sìn mi lánàá. Ó wọ̀ ọba ó dún lára ẹ̀ dáta Igboho lòun náà. Ó lè lọ represent Igboho náà. Ó dẹ̀ lè lọ represent. Tí bá ní mo ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì, tó bá yẹ pé tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tí mo rà fún yàn tó ń lọ Lincoln. gbogbo wa ní gbowó. Aṣọ ti dé Amẹ́ríkà bí ṣe bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ fáwọn tó ti ràn tó dúró lára ẹ̀ dájà. Mo kàn lè máa fi ṣóyún lórí social media. Mo ti send ẹ̀ sí olóyè gan pé aṣọ ti dé Amẹ́ríkà táwọn èèyàn ti táṣọ tàti gé aṣọ. Ṣé ká fọkàn balẹ̀, especially gbogbo ìyàwó àtẹ̀ ń pè gbogbo ọjọ́ yìí ni mò ń gbọ́. Ẹ̀ ní láti ní high blood pressure. Sí láyé àwọn bàbá Afẹ́nifẹ́re, gbogbo àwọn bàbá yẹn ti fẹ́lì wa. Wọ́n fẹ́lì wa lọ ń jẹ́ ọmọ gbé lẹ́kìtì. Era mi làwa wà o. Àkọ́kọ́ fi mídíà àfi bà ti Nàìjíríà jẹ́. Tí mídíà bá wá work, ẹ lọ kọ sílẹ̀, ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa dìjà. Gbogbo ẹkún ẹlẹ́lẹ́yà tí wọ́n sún nínú house, no. Let them pull the motion of us pulling out of Nigeria. That's all. Káwọn náà wá rò bí a máa support wọn. Ẹ tẹ̀ jẹ́ káwọn bá tẹ̀ ìbé mi láǹfààní láti rí ikú bàbá yèyè. Wọ́n ní mọ́mọ́ tí mo sọ fún ikú bàbá yèyè. Ẹ̀yẹn fáwa ní support yẹn. Ẹ tẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ síta kẹwàá mọ̀ bí a ní defend ẹ̀dẹ́lẹ̀. But I'll leave the rest. Ètò kù inú ìwé lẹ ti máa kà. Ìyẹn tí ikú bàbá yèyè sọ. Ṣé rò pé Buhari ò ní kọ́ mú Ìgbòho sínú pálásì Aláàfin? Buhari sent a message sí Aláàfin pé kó jọ kó tàn Ìgbòho wá sínú palace káwá detain ẹ̀ mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn ọ̀ṣàlẹ̀ Yorùbá ò tí sùn. Lóòótọ́ wọ́n ti compromise gbogbo wọn. Mo gbọ́ bàbá wa Ẹlẹ́bùbọn, kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín bàbá. A kì í ṣe Christian, à ń ṣe Muslim. Oníṣẹ̀ṣe ni wá. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe ni ọba ń ṣe. Kò wá nípa ọba ò lè máa nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí Christian, bọ̀kọ́ba kan máa sọ pé òun ò ní ṣèṣẹ̀ṣe lórí oyè tó wà. Òun náà ni àṣírí tán ṣẹlẹ̀. Ọba tó yẹ kó sọ fáwọn terrorist ẹ jókòó síbẹ̀ yẹn kọ́dẹ̀ jókòó. Báwa ṣe dàgbà tá a ṣe gbọ́ sí nìyẹn nígbà tá à ń dàgbà. Ọba wọn á yìnbọn fọba wa wọlé. I don't understand. So, as we're winding down the program this morning, Mokibaba Nuruddin, the question again is, when the kidnappers have now demanded 100 million, I'm going to show a picture on my life, babe. I'm already broken down, sorry. That is where we should all focus our energy with. Lority Baba Loye Bobo. We should not worry ourselves too much. But she might protect Joe Biden. Benola she might protect it. That's all I will say. And we will defend him to the last man standing. As we're winding down the program this morning, we pray for gbogbo ẹ̀yin community tí ó ń bẹ ní Onímọ̀jọ̀ of Ìmọ̀jọ̀ nílùú Èkìtì. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Ẹlẹ́sùn of Ẹ̀sùn. We pray that such an incident will not happen. If only we are all demanding our rights. Mo fi Elédùmarè fi kí gbogbo wa rakọ ara fẹ́ rakọ. It is not the first time that we are losing a king. Ọba Ifọ̀n was killed. Ìyàwó Abíbá, salaam alaikum. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin sisters mi, ẹ̀yin beautiful ones ní gbogbo ibi tẹ́ wà. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Cairo, gbogbo message I've received multiple calls from Cairo. Well, our sisters or our brothers were. We pray that the governors, our president, will listen. Our Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa Eleru, my beautiful auntie. She knows me very well. But I got this for a very long time. I met her during the Yoruba Day and that was it. But we didn't speak. Mo bẹ̀yín ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa pé embassy in Cairo. Mo mọ̀ pé àìtí ní ambassador, but we need an acting kó bá wa tètè intervene pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn wa ní Cairo. Wọ́n sexually molest our sister as well, and they're dealing with them. Àwọn ọkùnrin wọn da omi tútù sí wọn lára. Ẹ mọ̀ pé Cairo náà, Egypt náà tútù. It's like I don't know in the winter time. We pray that you will get involved as well. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà pé akwara fẹ́ra kọ economy Nigeria. I wish I have alternative, but my own alternative is not in Nigeria anymore. The alternative should be Yoruba nation, Biafra nation, Arewa Republic. As they are bringing people back from Libya, I'm just looking at the Punch newspaper where most of you have picked up the story. I'm just looking at it as well now before I go, because this program ends so that my little few 1 hour to cool up, prepare, go to the pound mode where my day at the lossy school. 300 stranded Euro-born Nigerians return from Libya. And I pray that we can bring back, you know, I mean, to lossy Cairo this year, because in town to one Cairo so far, I want Yoruba community, no, the one when you walk, don't borrow from Moki Baba Adewale Adeyemi. Moki Rubaniti and Boa. So I'm just going to read that headline from Punch newspaper. Gbogbo àná láti rí mọ́tò tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó fi kó àwọn yẹn lọ, so I don't have to play that video again. But let's just read this so that we can start winding down. We need Okadas for my team. At least I need 5 Okada. Please, Tabarenti Olibawa, get it. Tabarenti get it from our. I'm going to need at least a one car to live by and be made J, if not a little bit more. Tabarenti Kamalati rent for next month. Our own team will be traveling ahead for the event. It's going to be beautiful. There's nothing for us to be worried about. I can assure us that Governor of Oyo State will provide security. Amotekun will provide security. OPC will provide security. Agbekoya will provide security. So there will be a lot of security for many people that are concerned about next month. Ama Shibubu into traditional Banikashi, I don't have to go into all the details. I'm sure gbogbo alamo Yoruba. Ama pe Jesu Christi. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwa ọmọ Jésù. Ama to àdúrà lọ sí gbogbo orí òkè. Mo ti gbọ́ pé àwọn kan ní Jésù gan ní kí Ìgbòho má wálé. A tún lè pe Jésù náà pé kó jọ. Sí nǹkan tó possible. Ama sa kunkusu ẹmọ tán pọn kunkusu àwọn mùsùlùmí là ń ṣe afa Quran rẹpẹtẹ láti fi ṣe gbogbo tó yẹ ká ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ náà la máa lò adé lo intelligent náà, that's all. So there's nothing to be concerned. Kò sí tó ń bọ̀ lókè tílé ọgbà. So the come out 6 minutes before the end of the program, I gotta move swiftly. Kidnapping epidemic, adopters, these are Fulani terrorists. But the media in Nigeria are very careful because of a key government called Slamo Owole. They've now demand 100 million for Ekiti school children and the teachers. Kidnappers of 5 pupils. Okay, only one. So let's hope that it is man. Of the Apostolic Faith group of schools, Emure Ekiti and the 4 staff members have demanded 100 million ransom for the release of the 9 victims who were taken away on Monday. So Mason, according to the Punch newspaper, the principal of the secondary section of the school, Boje Olanireti, confirmed the ransom demand in an interview. Ibito DSS were active. Ibito Kolokba were active. Let's hope they will move swiftly and we can get these children and the teachers out. But Toba Mukon, to rescue them, does that end the menace, the crisis? No. There is just a continuity. And that is where we confirm to say, kidnap or rescue one on a major. And I hope they will be rescued without any fatalities. Because we're dealing with monsters here now. These are not human beings. They are not human beings. They are meant to be neutralized. So you can buy one. Sometimes I still see people showing their videos when they are caught. On Monday, gunmen killed 2 Ekiti monarchs, the Onimojo of Imojo, Oba Olatunde Olushola, and the Elesun of Esun Ekiti, Oba Babatunde Ogunshaki. While the Alara of Ara Ekiti, Oba Debayo Fatoba, narrowly escaped. Baba eni gbetu lọ́wọ́, Baba tó gbọ́n tiẹ̀. Baba ní gbetu ni baba yẹn ní, so kò jẹ́ kí ọwọ́ ayé kankan kó mú un. Bí àyẹn ń dífá lójoojúmọ́. So nígbà tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀, bàbá yẹn á pe àwọn bàbá ẹ̀ ó yá gbé kúrò níbi tó wà. Gbogbo àná la mọ̀ bó ṣe ń lọ. Mo kí bàbá Adáre ṣeun, Babátúndé, ẹni tí bàbá dárúkọ comment, and that's why I probably didn't pick you. We are 3 minutes to the end of the program. The adoption epidemic has continued to defy the effort of security agencies as cases of kidnappings were being recorded in various parts of the country daily. On Monday at Isonye, the traditional rulers were returning from a function in Kogi State when their vehicles ran into suspected kidnappers. So, like I said, she intelligent to me, be coincident. All that is something that we hope is not going to happen again. When their vehicles ran into the suspected kidnappers who were operating on the highway between Ikpo and Okeako in Ikole local government area of Ekiti State. The adoption of the school children and the first staff members occurred when the school bus conveying 25 pupils home after school hours was also waylaid by the terrorists. I don't know why they call them gunmen. Say someone the unknown gunmen. These are full-blown Fulani terrorists in the Emure local community in Ekiti State. Shedding light on how the incident occurred, Olani Ireti explained that the adoption occurred about 5-minute drive from the school. That means the school is not protected. Yoruba land is already entrapped. She said immediately the school closed at 3 p.m. and by the time we gathered all the children, it was already 3:30. It was that time that they moved. So the incident happened just about 3:30 p.m. Lost Songongon, Tonshale. And about 4 p.m. the school is in suburb of Emure village. So they were going back home in Ekporo. The incident occurred just about 5 minutes drive from the school of Ekporo when the gunmen, there's nothing called gunmen, these are Fulani terrorists. The people around heard a gunshot. They came to Emure with motorcycle to inform the people in the school about what happened. We immediately report to the police station at Emure. The students were over 25 on the bus when the incident happened. When the gunmen attacked them, they shot the tire of the vehicle and asked the children to come out of the bus. They asked all of them to lie down. They picked 5 students and 4 staff members because so they only picked 5 until member staff Mary. Then they, after that, asked others to go. Now, according to a family source at Okporo Ekiti, who prefer not to be mentioned, confirmed yesterday that the kidnappers had contacted the family of one of the children demanding 100 million naira. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. This is how far I can go this morning. Remember that you can support this platform not just by money, but by your prayer, by sharing the program and putting on the notification bell. I don't have a time that I come out. It's a 24-hour station. That means we can be live anytime, any day, at any point. We're going to be live later with my team in the next couple of hours as we remember those that died in the course of the Yoruba nation struggle. So this is in the courtesy of Ifelodun Ishokomo Yoruba Agege Mokiyon Moro Funyiloto. But like I always say, my media will be ready to support anything that got to do with Yoruba, whether it's festival, tradition, culture, anything. We have dedicated this page fully onto Tabagba Yoruba country. It doesn't matter how long. It's going to take a lot of work. It's draining a lot of my resources, but I will not allow that to stop being used. And that is the reason why this platform will be different from others. Thank you so much and have a very good morning. Bye for now. Well, these are many Omo Yoruba that are now voicing out. I love those kind of energy. Energy tí yín máa ju tèmi lọ. Ní jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, mo kí bàbá mi mọ̀ Olùdarí JP Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀gọ́nìsà. Mo kí bàbá wa Àlàdé. Mo ti kí ẹ dáadáa lẹ́ẹ̀kan easy. Kódà mo ní aṣọ tiẹ̀ ó ti dé Miami. Ó fit ẹ dáadáa. Tó bá wá fi ránṣọ irú àwọn aṣọ tí ó yẹ pé á dúró lára yín ẹ contact mi. Tó máa bá yín gbé sílẹ̀ tó máa dúró dáadáa. Má worry pé ibo máa dọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. DHL la fi gbé dọ́dọ̀ Miami. Bóun náà ṣe fi DHL gbélé wá làwọn náà fi DHL fi pàdé ẹ̀ lọ́hùn. Mo kí Kunle Bakers for the super chat. Thank you so much. And that is the push I can do this morning. I hope you've enjoyed it. About subscribe to the backup channel where we still have 918 subscribers. We need to hit it to 1,000. Thank you so much. Jẹ́jẹ́ ọlá mo kí gbogbo àwọn bàbá wa lọ́tùn lósì tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àgbè wa àgbè mi àwọn ọba wa ọba Elédùmarè á jẹ́ kí gbogbo yín kẹ́ tètè bá wa fọ̀rọ̀ sí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí. Bàbá wa Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ Ọ̀jájá the second àti gbogbo àwọn bàbá wa láké gbogbo yín pátápátá ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tú bàbá Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu sọ̀rọ̀ pé kó jẹ́ pé àwọn ló máa jẹ́ the last president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria so that we can break away from Nigeria and we can start a new process, a brand new process to my work for gbogbo wa. Even if we're going to be fighting each other, at least Amopawani with our own Yoruba passport, Yoruba currency, Yoruba economy, and so many things that can make us better. We will still be neighbors to many people, but we will lead the world if we pull out of Nigeria. UK does not want you to go. America does not want you to go. European countries doesn't want you to go. China doesn't want you to go. Russia doesn't want you to go. Awala Masokpa Felo. And that is how far I can go. Good morning and bye for now. Tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ire àtọ̀hún tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sí ipò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìmọ́lẹ̀, ìmọ́lẹ̀, ògo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀, ògo adúláwọ̀. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọlúàbí apparel nígbà tó ní mi ní bàbá Yorùbá, àwọn ni wọ́n fún wa ní fìlà àti ifá aṣọ tí a wọ̀ yìí àti ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. You can check them out at Omoluabi Apparel as they continue to try to project the best of Yoruba. Follow our website at www.koikimedia.com. My contact number is there, and there's also so many ways you can support the platform by sharing, and also if you believe that you want to donate to good journalism, as many independent media like myself depends on you. As we start closing the broadcast, enjoy the rest of the day. Bye for now. Good night. Can't tell what America to other part of the world. How about in Europe? Good morning. And bye for now. Good morning. Thank you so much. Bye for now.